Good morning, Aries. Good afternoon, good night. Thank you guys for being here with me today. Aries or Aries cross watcher, you don't have to be an Aries watching this. As we all know, we're not really any zodiac sign, and we're all of them at the same time. Our soul is and has really no identity. It's the physical body that does, it's our human condition that does. We have a lot of nutritional facts we're stamped with when we come through this existence, and this is how we identify ourselves and others. But the human or the soul within is very much all and even nothing at the same time. So keep it up in mind. Thank you guys again for being here with me. I wrote something down, Aries, before I started your video. I went to click the video and I had this pain. I still got it a little bit in my, like the right side of my stomach. It's like in the pit of my stomach. It's making me a little bit nauseous, actually, and for the most part, I feel fine, but, like, I can tell that this is part of your message today. So feel free to reverse this if you need to, but Aries or Aries cross-watcher, I think there's another person on the outside of you. I don't know who this person is to you and what your connection is to them, but it feels like it's not really existent at this point, and I don't know why. Doesn't mean there was bad blood between you and this person, but they're not feeling well, like, for real. I mean, even, like, something, like, they're almost in pain over you, over how they feel for you. Almost like it's taking a physical toll on them because they're not communicating it. They're keeping it in. It's physically causing them illness, like their stomach hurts. They could be having digestional, like, gut issues. They could be having, I feel like extreme fatigue. I feel tired, drained. I just want to sleep. Oof, it's like a lot. It's like extremely, it's just like, I'm just not feeling very well. So I'm not going to keep this message long because there's something, I'm going to have to clear this energy. Somebody's energy I'm picking up on, and it's not good. They're sick over you. Like, you know, there's a lot they're holding in, a lot they're keeping to themselves. They may be even feeling kind of confused about what they should do, and so this is why there's been no movement, because they don't know how to handle it, you know? And so when you trap that energy, it's like a fish tank that never gets cleaned, you know? It's just all this algae building up, and so they're having issues for sure. It's making me really sick. It's almost like claustrophobia, in a way. I feel it. And I'm not in a tiny little space. I'm not in a closet, you know? But it's like I can't get out of here. I can't escape what I'm feeling. And it's starting to, like, really get to me. It's starting to weigh on my heart, my chest, my body. I don't feel good about something. And I think they want to get it out. I mean, who wants to just sit there and be in pain, you know? Who wants that? A lot of times when you're stressed too, or when you're experiencing some rather strong emotions or thoughts even about a person and you hold that in, it literally takes a physical toll on you. It'll take a massive toll. I feel like it's stress, like they're very stressed about you. It doesn't feel negative though, like, oh, this is you know. No, it actually feels like someone who loves you, believe it or not, but the love is trapped somewhere for whatever reason, and they can't freely, or they are not ready to freely, I'm hearing freelance. They're not ready yet to freely let this out. I'm also struggling to talk, so that's definitely a part of it. They struggle to communicate with you, to communicate their thoughts, their feelings. And it is festering and building. I heard festering earlier. I think it was in Cancer's message maybe, but it's definitely the vibe of like a buildup. It's building up. Whatever this is, it's really strong. It's hard to avoid. I'm hearing unavoidable. They can't avoid it now because it's taking it's taking over them. It's reminding me of an Evanescence song where she says, "You're taking over me." Wow, you're taking over someone? Yeah. Like they can't outrun it. They want to outrun it. They've been outrunning it. it as in something that needs to be said, something that needs to be communicated. And I don't know why they're in such like resistance to letting you know this, but they are. And I think they're realizing the source of the issues they're having now, and it's you. So they want to communicate this with you. They want to do the right thing, or maybe they know that they kind of need to do the right thing. Maybe it's like their subconscious is speaking to them and telling them, this is going to be difficult. I almost feel like I can't breathe. It's overwhelming. I'd rather not do this. But I need to do this. And they're only hoping, or I guess I should say their only hope is that when they communicate whatever this is, feels like such a mystery, right? That it's received well, and that things go smoothly, and that maybe perhaps they'll feel better in the end. I mean, hell, they may only be about to open up because they want to feel better, you know, not necessarily because, or fully because they want to do the right thing. What happened is what I want to know. Really, what happened between you and this person? Because I don't know. I can't tell who this is. I can't tell if this is someone from the past that maybe things didn't go well with. It doesn't even have to be romantic. It could be an ex-friend, a family member who, you know, maybe you're not in communication with this person. But I think they feel the right thing to do would be to I'm hearing mend a bridge with you. I just want to close my eyes. I'm hearing a song. I think it's by Ozzy Osbourne. I'm pretty sure I've posted this before. Close my eyes, Ozzy. I think Lita Ford. I said Rita. Rita could be someone's name, something to do with Ford. Maybe someone drives a Ford. There's a reason I'm picking up on it. Okay, but anyway, close my eyes forever. Let me write it down real quick. Let me go ahead and read some of the lyrics. Maybe this will help us piece things together in your message today. Oh, the first word is baby, so probably more so romantic, okay? I get so scared inside and I don't really understand. Is it love that's on my mind or is it fantasy? Oh my God, this goes right along with Cancer's message. This could be a Cancer, I don't know. The next one is heaven is in the palm of my hand and it's waiting here for you. What am I supposed to do with a childhood tragedy? If I close my eyes forever, will it all remain unchanged? If I close my eyes forever, will it all remain the same? Like if I just act like what I feel for you, what is inside, if I just act like that's not there, which I've been doing, it's like I hope that it goes away. I hope that if I just close my eyes and my body and my heart off to it, that, you know, it'll just poof, it'll be gone, it'll disappear, like, but it's not disappearing. You're not disappearing. The memory of you, the thought of you, I'm hearing on that day, whatever that means. The way you looked at me. This is a deep message. Let's keep reading. Sometimes it's hard to hold on. So hard to hold on to my dreams. It isn't always what it seems when you're face to face with me. You're like a dagger and stick me in the heart and taste the blood from my blade. And when we sleep, would you shelter me in your warm and darkened grave? If I close my eyes forever, will it all remain unchanged? Will you ever take me? No, I just can't take the pain. But would you ever trust me? No, I'll never feel the same. Okay, so a lot of you, I know that you may not want to hear this because sometimes we're just ready to move on, you know? That could be the point. I think someone knows that you're ready to move on. You don't want to keep ripping a scab off. You don't want to keep cutting over the same scar. And this person doesn't want that for you either, or them. They may have tried to leave you alone, but they don't know how at this point. Like, there's so much left unsaid. There's so much pain. I'm starting to feel better talking to you. Like, the longer I go on this video, my pain is going away. I'm not as nauseous right now, so that's telling me something here, guys. All right? I'm a very intuitive person, and I'm really in touch with the energy around me and the energy of other people. And I'm telling you right now, somebody really hopes that if they could just get something off their chest with you, that it would, you know, if it doesn't heal anything, if, you know, maybe they don't know where they want it to go, but they feel like it would be the right thing to do to kind of just set the record straight with you in some way. That's how I'm hearing it. They want to set the record straight. Maybe apologize if they are realizing now in life, whoever this is, that they did, you know, maybe they just want to take accountability for their part. I'm not saying you were completely innocent in the matter. I don't know what happened. I'm just picking up on what they're feeling, and it's a lot of, even someone's thinking, we were really young. I'm not trying to make excuses. Oh, I'm channeling them now. Okay. I know that this sounds like an excuse, but all right, they're coming through. Now I hear a dog in the background. It's like we were friends, or we were close at one point, you know, and we were also really young. And I'm hearing I could have tried harder, and if it wasn't you were really young, it's like I just wasn't ready or prepared for what you were. Like, and they think you're a good person. I definitely get that. Someone thinks you're a good person. They're really proud of you for where you are now in life. And it's almost like this, I have so much to say, but I don't even know what to say to you. But I don't care that I don't know what to say. Even just being in your presence, like, really, that's all I want at this point. Like, I would love to say a lot, but I feel like if I was around you, I would just cry. I think this is someone who would cry probably, even if it's like, you know, somebody who's like really manly and they would never do that. You know, you have a way of bringing this out of someone, and it's because of who you are, I think, you know. Like, somebody sees your soul. I mean, maybe they didn't always, but they see your soul now. Hindsight's 20/20, I guess. And it's not easy to face our decisions in life. It's not easy to face what we've done, or the lack thereof, I'm hearing. But I really genuinely love you and care for you as a person and who you are now. And they're also, I feel that this is someone who's not even trying to take credit for where you are now, wherever that is. Like, they don't want to just come in your life to be a part of what you are now, or who you are now, what you've got going on, whatever that be. They're just kind of like, I messed up. I messed up. I made the wrong decision. I made the wrong choice. Maybe I judged you. Maybe I took you for granted. Maybe I just didn't see. Maybe I wasn't ready. Maybe you weren't. Maybe we were different people back then. There's a lot of scenarios, because there's a lot of different people that this will resonate for. It's not going to fit everyone. It's not like a one size fits all, you know. I feel like what you and another person had, whatever that looked like, was definitely different than whatever they've experienced before. I'm hearing you're a tough cookie. You're a hard code to crack. And you're also someone that is not easily swayed by society. You do your own thing. You're clearly very strong and independent, and you have a mind of your own. But also when you draw the line, you draw the line. And so somebody maybe thought that you would never really shut them out. And you did. You let the wound heal. You let it heal. You forgave yourself for whatever. You even forgave them. But you got to a place, I feel like a lot of you, vice versa, where you said, I can't do this anymore. And I'm no longer wishing to, like, I don't want to keep relearning the same lessons, basically. And I'm gonna fold. I'm gonna let them go. Well, this is where it hit somebody, because they didn't really truly expect you to do it because of how much you didn't do it before. I feel like, now I'm not saying you didn't pull away before. I definitely get that you pulled away before, but you always came back, or you were always at least receptive, or I'm hearing you held space. You held space for someone, and it was felt. But now that you've removed your energy entirely, like you've decided in your heart and your soul and your mind, you're ready to bury it and put it to rest, they know it. Like, that's how connected you are. You hear that car in the background? Your absence is disturbingly loud to another person. That's how I take that vehicle. It's disturbingly loud. Like, they can't even, I'm hearing it interrupts their daily life. Like, seriously. Because that's what it's doing. It's interrupting me. At least my mind. I mean, y'all know I have that attention issue. So I have a hard time focusing without things like that really, especially sounds. They just annoy, you know? It's like somebody cannot focus on their work. They can't focus on their life. Because at one time you were a major part of it. And maybe even who they are today. But it's like, it really wasn't settled, you know? It's almost like somebody wants closure here, but you've had your closure. You gave yourself the closure, and they don't know how to do this yet. Like, they don't know how to do what you did. I'm not saying you're going to talk to this person again, but I think that they would like to. Like, I think they are aware that you don't want to talk to them, or you don't want anything to do with them. I'm not saying you're angry. You don't have to be angry because you don't want to talk to someone. That's not true. You know? You ever went to, I mean, this is not the best example, but I just see a bank right now. I see a bunch of bank tellers. And you ever go in and you're like, there's a couple of lines that are open. Or maybe even, let's say, the grocery store. Maybe somebody works at a bank, something to do with a bank, but we're going to the bank today. But let's say it's a grocery store and, you know, you choose a line. And some lines just don't quite feel right. You're like, I don't want this line, or I don't want this person checking me out. Like, there's something about it that feels a little off. At the bank, you may experience that, or anywhere. It's kind of like that, where you don't necessarily not like somebody because you choose not to stand in their line. It's just not an energetic match. It doesn't resonate with you, and it just isn't a good fit. For whatever reason, your gut tells you, I'm just going to go somewhere else, you know? If you ever went to a restaurant, you look at the menu, maybe it's a new restaurant you've never been in before, and you're like, I'm not really feeling this today. Or maybe you were looking for something specific, but they didn't have it on the menu, and you're like, well, so you get up and leave. Maybe you just got water. You haven't ordered anything yet. Or maybe you just got chips and salsa, but you're not really feeling it. Or whatever, you know, so you leave before you buy anything. It's kind of like that idea where you're like, I don't want to invest. I don't want to really do that. And I think somebody knows that about you. You don't want to invest in them anymore. But you don't necessarily have ill will. You've let it go. And I think it's painful. It's really fucking painful. You know? I can imagine that. Yeah. Imagine what it was for you. I feel like you went through this before this person. You know, they didn't have to go through it before you because you were the one maybe like chasing. You were the one maybe always making the attempts and reaching out and trying, and they really weren't, perhaps. Or vice versa, you can reverse this, and now they realize that, and it's like, damn. I did have a support in Aries or cross watcher, and I'm upset about the fact that I didn't acknowledge it or truly appreciate what I had when I had it. That's some deep shit. That's deep, guys. Oh, wow. I'm not going to force any more out. I'm going to keep them as they are because, like I said, I feel better, but I don't feel great. I'm telling you. And I want to clear this energy before I try to do any more. But yeah, that's where somebody's at for you right now. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here with me and always being so supportive. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.